YouTube. So I am of course doing a video about how to treat your keloid. So there's a lot of information on the internet of how to treat your keloid. I just want to talk about basically what worked for me. I'll go through a few of other things that are on the internet that they say that you can do or try, but that's something that you could probably look up on your own if it's interesting to you, but I will just talk about mainly what worked for me. Okay, so I got my nose piercing in October of 2016. It is now May 12th. Today's my birthday, by the way. Thank you. I know you said happy birthday. Okay, so it's been a few months. So it's been 8 months since I got my nose piercing. It isn't completely healed in my opinion. When I push up the piercing like that, you can see inside of the hole in my nose, and it still looks a little bit raw. Anytime that you're dealing with your nose piercing, or any piercing for that matter, you always want to make sure that your hands are completely clean. Antibacterial, I can't talk today. Antibacterial soap. So the one that I mainly use is this one here, because it doesn't have any fragrances, no additives. You don't want anything in there, just the pure original antibacterial soap. I love this one because it's not completely dry like some of the ones that you see, like the bar soaps and stuff like that. Use something that's going to have some moisture. This one does say hand soap with moisture in it, so that's great. This is the best one that I would recommend to anybody. If you find something else that works good for you as well, awesome. But yeah. Two other things that you can look out for that is completely normal with nose piercings is that that area will get itchy. That area will also darken if you are a darker complexion, or if you are, you know, Caucasian, then it may get red around that area. That is completely normal. It's only doing that because it's damaged tissue, as well as if you may have caused trauma to the nose, which brings me to my next point. Now, the reason why I was getting so many keloids are normal. That's number one. They are expected, but I feel as though the reason why I was getting so much was because I kept causing trauma to the area on accident. Oh my God. Anytime that you bump the nose ring against the skin or the tissue that it's actually around or touching, or whatever the case is, no matter if it's just a really quick thing and you just say ouch and you just keep going about your day, it's gonna cause a keloid. Okay, now let's talk about things that people are actually trying. First off, there's different remedies like tea bag. I think it's some salt tea bag. I'll leave the name down below. I can't remember it right now. Some people use honey, some people use lemon juice, some people use as well as aspirin. Some people crush up aspirin and use that as well. I want to first go ahead and say, never use alcohol. Whatever you do, do not put alcohol or hydrogen peroxide in that area, because it will cause more damage than you think. You think it's doing good, like it's killing germs. No, the only thing that's going to help with killing germs is using the soap. Another thing you want to avoid is putting makeup in that area. As much as you can, ladies, I know you want to be cute. You can't just not put on makeup for 6 months while you wait for a piercing to heal. You can use a Q-tip or a cotton swab and put makeup on the cotton swab and kind of go around it. Now, let's get into the treatment. What worked for me? What I was doing, let me first off and start by saying that I got a keloid. Every time the keloid went down, I got another one. What I used was, I used salt and warm water. I also used tea tree oil. And there was one last method that I figured out just by thinking about it, and it worked. So I would use filtered water and I would use salt. Now the salt that is recommended to use is this only, the one that says iodized salt. Now the only other thing that I was using as well is the tea tree oil, and I would just dip it inside of the tea tree oil and I would put it on top of the keloid itself. Like the keloid would be over here, and I would just rest it on the keloid and just let it sit there. 2 minutes is a good amount of time. Same thing with the salt water. I would mix up some warm water, throw some salt in there. It doesn't matter how much salt that you put in there. The recommended measurement is 1/4 of a teaspoon. I just threw a bunch of salt in a little cup, threw some hot water or warm water, kept stirring it until it dissolved, push the cotton swab in there and just let it sit on my nose while I do something else. Now, if you do that at least twice a day, eventually it will go down slowly, and I did this right before bed. Now, when you put the salt water or the tea tree oil on your face, you want to, after you're done soaking and treating, you want to go ahead and wash that area off, because the skin around it will get a little dry, it will get a little irritated because you have harsh chemicals on your skin. So, okay, so those are the two things that I tried. Those worked, but they took a really, really long time, like about 2 or 3 days that I would actually be doing these methods before I would actually see the keloid going down to the point where it started to disappear or burst. Now, the nose ring that I had from the piercer, the ones that they give you, when you look at them, I'll try to see if I can insert a picture really quick, because I don't think I can really show you. But the nose ring that they give you, if you look around the edges of the ring itself, there's a lot of ridges. So what I would do is basically when I used to hit my nose, those ridges would hit against the skin, and automatically I knew I was going to get a keloid. Now, the second thing that I was using was a 14 karat gold nose ring that my friend got for me, which is good because you don't want to use fashion jewelry. That's number one. When your nose is healing, do not put fashion jewelry in your nose. You only want to go with stainless steel or real gold. The thing that ultimately worked for me, that allowed me to never see a keloid since that time, was changing out the nose piercing. Now, the one that I actually got was from a tattoo shop that I went into. It has no ridges. It's solid all around. It's basically, when you look at it, it's a small, of course it's very small, but it looks like a bowl. It's shaped like a bowl, so it's smooth coming all around the sides. It's very smooth. So there's no diamond ridges where the diamond is. That ultimately helped me to not get a, since then I have not gotten a keloid. So yes, that is the end of my video. I hope the information that I shared with you guys helped someone. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and I hope that you will also subscribe to our channel, because we do vlogs and we have a lot of other different things coming up as well. So please feel free to also hit the bell at the bottom, so every time we upload a video you will get a notification as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Yeah.